strange things in the sky and around the world. Strange beings sighted. What's going on? All around us, conspiracy theories are being discussed. This is the show all about the strange things that are way out there. I'm Gary Russ, and this Way Out There's back with more weird stories of the strange and the bizarre. Keep looking up in the sky and let me know what you see. Way out there. Every third Friday at 2 o'clock Central on GJRB. The mainstream media is not telling you the truth. They have their own agenda. At GJRB, I have mine, telling you what's really going on with sources like End Time Headlines, InfoWars, Coast to Coast AM, and most importantly, CBN News, keeping you on top of what's happening at the top and bottom of each hour during the Gary Russin program. I'll give you the news and analysis of what I think with Gary J's News and Comment. Get the real news, true news, news that's not in the mainstream on GJRB. It's going to be hot on GJRB with new shows and returning favorites and more longer broadcast days, featuring new shows with rock and roll oldies for the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Introducing the Crooners, featuring great singers like the Rat Pack, Perry Como, Andy Williams, and Frank Sinatra. GJRB has a new music format based on the old up-and-coming show, playing consistently on GJRB. Gary J in the afternoon, Bluegrass Jubilee, Gary J's Blues House, all back. It's a freestyle summer. Now, going on GJRB. Alright, we're back here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker, on our Twin Spin Tuesday as we wrap up this show for today, here on GJRB, and of course we'll have another one coming up real soon. But here it is, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow on the Gary Russin program, a rare hailstorm which strikes Australia, and it leaves the town white, and almost as if snow had fallen there. This is outback country, and it happened on Friday. Cleanup continues as residents found ways to make the most of that weather. Local postings and pictures on social media of wine coolers filled with hail, a sand-type castle built, the remaining ice, and cans of beer thrown on the ice to cool down. Pictures of this. This is really weird, I guess, for Australia. I don't know what their photographs show. Even the freak weather can't break Australia's spirit, though. They had all kinds of a good time with it. And a picture of 10 feet. It looked like sand in a way, but it was like really interesting ice pellets. Like, wow, it's an ice backdrop on the ground, and I showed hailstorms at a pub table with plates, glasses, and beer clearly abandoned at the very last second. Pictures of the desert town now. Also illustrated much ice remaining on the road around the Todd River, which usually hit as a dry, sandy riverbed, not a lake surrounded by ice. I can imagine. That is weird. This is in Australia. Rare hailstorm. And I'm looking at the pictures of this, and I guess it's unusual for them to have hail like that. But really weird. And looking at that picture, I'll be talking about that tomorrow. Remember, weather on the 5s tomorrow on the Gary Russin program every half hour at 25 and 55 past. And of course, just before then, during News and Comment, I'll have weather in the news. That means that we do a little bit of weather news stories, stuff that's going on. As you know, as we get to these end times, you're going to have rare weather phenomenon. And a lot of that is going on. I mean, rare stuff. We'll look at a picture back here a ways. I found another article I'm going to talk about tomorrow, which really is out of the world. They're warning of extreme heat. Let's see, where did I see this? I don't know. tomorrow. We're going to talk a lot about this tomorrow on the Gary Wrestling program, but a lot of this is really interesting stuff. And you have to check this out. So check me out tomorrow live, Gary Wrestling program. We'll be on 2 o'clock Central Time right here on GJRB. We'll be talking about another story. It tells them a story about a vet that was dragged from the Air Force because he was talking about God. We're talking about that one tomorrow. 2 o'clock Central, news and comment, and the Gary Wrestling program starts at 2 o'clock. And we'll have our news and comment at 3 on our Gary Wrestling program, Over the Hump Day edition, semi-freestyle edition, the Gary Wrestling program tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central, right here on GJRB. So you're going to want to tune in for that. And we'll have a good time doing that. You're going to want to listen to that. Also, coming up on GJRB, our Freestyle Summer continues. I'm going to be recording a GJRB schedule update podcast that I'll be updating our program schedule. I'm opening up the whole month of July and August. There'll be regularly scheduled and scheduled months, but I'm going to make up some of the programming. And this is working out pretty good. Scheduling one month, and then opening up 2 more. So if a program gets canceled in the month, I can reschedule it and have double the shows the next month. And Gary J in the afternoon, I got a couple of shows coming up in July, and I put one in August. And I have Bluegrass Jubilee, Blues House. I might be adding a couple of those in August for more shows. So be tuning in for those. I have a lot of really big plans for our programming schedule. So what I want you to do is just watch the GJRB schedule. Listen to the update podcast, for one. And listen to our programming, and I'll let just be available for that, okay? And get on the GJRB public site, and put your name in there, and look around, and you might find our programming schedule there. And there's a lot of stuff on there you might want to see. Got a lot of new programs coming on in July and August. And radio, TV, and movie classics coming up for our 4th of July weekend. The Crooners. And those will all be repeated if you miss those. So we're going to be doing that in July and August. There'll be some podcast weekend featuring some encore presentations. So you're going to want to tune in July and August here on GJRB, because we've got some really super colossal programming here on GJRB. Lovely, marvelous, super colossal, fabulous. And I'll have it for you right here, and you'll want to check that out. So be on board, and we'll have some really good stuff for you here on GJRB for you, and a lot of really good stuff. So I hope you'll be on board to listen to our program and check out our broadcast. And if you're just a new member following up, if you haven't listened to us yet, we're GJRB online on Spreaker, and we're across all across public sites all over the USA. Yeah, because we're GJRB, and we're here bringing you the best in and really good stuff. So be aboard for some of the really good things we got coming up. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what we're going to do right now, though. I'm going to let you know what's just coming up in the next few days. Tomorrow, it's the Gary Wrestling program. We're going to be live at 2 o'clock Central Time. So you're going to want to check that program out. And we are way overdue for our weather on the 5. So if we're staying on just a little bit longer, we're going to do that after 5 o'clock here one more time before we close out today. So I just want to be aware of that. And I will be giving you that. I'll give you weather on the 5s. But for right now, we're getting close to 5 o'clock in the Central Time Zone, 6 o'clock East, 3 o'clock in the Pacific. And this is GJRB, Clinton, Iowa, on Spreaker, across social sites, across America. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got coming up here now. We're going to be doing the Gary Rustin program. Coming up tomorrow, live 2 o'clock Central, like I said before. We're going to be off the air for the next couple of days after that. Now, originally scheduled this weekend, we were going to be doing Way Out There. I was going to have a brand new show together with the last 7 days brand new episode. We were going to do that. But we have this rummage sale going on in our church this weekend. So if you're in the neighborhood, if you're in Clinton, Iowa, you happen to have nothing to do, stop on by and check this out. It's going to be at the Christian Community Fellowship Church, 1825 Iowa Avenue. And it's here in Clinton. It's on the south end of Clinton. And we're going to have a big rummage sale there. So if you want to come on down and look around and check out some of the stuff we have. We got some really neat stuff. We're gonna have you have kids bounce house. There's a little bounce houses we have for kids, you see, and it's kind of cute. But there's a fee to this bounce house, so you have to put it in there. But in reality, it'll be a great time for you kids to. For the kids to spend some time while you're shopping. So, bounce house, you want to be on that. But anyway, no Way Out There, but we're going to move that Way Out There to July. I'll give you the schedule during the GJRB Schedule Update podcast coming up, and I'll be recording that for this weekend's podcast. Now, that will be the only thing on the GJRB podcast weekend this weekend. I've got a Spreaker full of stuff. The Spreaker public site is full. Today's church services and tomorrow's Gary Rustin program, this broadcast. So, full Spreaker pretty much the rest of the week. So there's not going to be any more podcasts this weekend. I am going to be doing the GJRB Schedule Update podcast for about an hour on Thursday. I'm going to record that Thursday. And that will be it for this weekend. So there's nothing on the air this weekend at all here on GJRB Online, but the following weekend will more than make up for that with some new stuff. And of course the 4th of July weekend with our holiday programming of nostalgia, including launching it off the Friday. That'll be launching off Friday, July 1st. Friday, July 1st at 2 o'clock Central Time. We're going to have we're going to have some of your favorite up-and-coming hits. A lot of the songs that we played here on GJRB are our up-and-comings. We're going to play the best of up-and-comings. And we'll be starting our new up-and-coming format featuring new artists, brand new artists, all the time. It's going to be another emerging show, but it's going to be more of a mixture of secular and Christian. We're going to kind of flip it. Kind of break it in half. We're going to have a mixed playlist of new and emerging artists, and it's a middle of the road format. And as you remember, back in the day, in the early days of terrestrial radio, back in the days of early pop music, you had what they called middle of the road format. A little of everything for everybody. That's what they call it. And I'm going to be doing that. And one of the programs is Gary J in the afternoon, and the other one is Up and Coming Favorites. And we're going to be starting with Up and Coming Favorites that day. And then at 2 o'clock, we're going to be on live for Gary J's radio, television, and movie classics. I have trivia, so we've got some more classic clips from the classic days of television. I have some more of those integrated commercials from some of the sponsors, the sitcoms and that. And I'll be having a whole load of trivia questions, and I'm opening up what I call the projection room. And what it is it's where you it's kind of neat actually. What you do is Okay. Well, what you do is, I go in there, and I'm going to go in there to my sound effects. I think I got it here somewhere in my sound effects. I got a sound effects envelope here. Usually I kind of open that up, and I think it's here somewhere. Where's my SFX sound effects envelope? Let's go back to the main page. To the main page here. Let's see if I can find it. It would be under the, I thought it was under there. Let me see. Go in there. SFX. Sound effect. Here we go. SFX. Oh no, it's not in there. Where's that movie projector sound effect? Anyway, I thought it was going to be here somewhere. But anyway, it's called the projection room. And it's just barely dedicated to movies. And to movies and talking about motion pictures and stuff like that. It's kind of a fun thing I'm doing here. It's going to be all about movies and movie trivia, and we're going to open up the lines for that. We're just have a lot of fun with this. It's going to be pretty cool. So I'm looking to do this, and I can't know why I can't find it. Why was it always I can't find nothing when I'm looking for it? I thought it would be here, and I know it is. It would be under SFX, but there's only two things under the SFX, and I thought one of them was that darn movie projector. So I had it on here once, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened to it. It just kind of went off when when I download. Oh, here it is. I think I found it. No, I don't. Where is that darn blasted movie projector sound effect? I can't find it. Anyway, I'll find it. I'll find it for tomorrow's show, and we'll do that again. But there's no movie projector sound effects, so I'll leave it be there. But it's coming up. It's going to be great. And then the next day, which is Saturday, live at around 12 noon Central, sit back and enjoy some old-time radio. And I've got some classics. I've got some real bone-chilling classics. A show called Lights Out. Back in the days of radio, there was a program that was specifically to listen to in the dark. It was a scary show. Got it coming up. Lights Out. We're going to have, it's going to start off with a shadow. And we'll wrap it up with X-1. Great science fiction. So the shadow. Going to have some comedy with the great Gildersleeve. Got a lot of great shows, so you're going to want to listen to Radioland. That's coming up. And then right after that, the Crooners for about a couple hours of great memories. So the 4th of July weekend's going to be fabulous on GJRB, the What's Happening sound. You know it. GJRB in 2016. Still the What's Happening sound. Yeah, you know it's going to be the What's Happening sound here on GJRB. We're just about overdue for the last weather on the 5. So let's do it right now and see what's going on in the USA's weather. We'll start off with Kingsport, Tennessee. Looking at some interesting temperatures there in Kingsport. Look at that. 81 degrees predicted for today. And then nighttime low dropping to 68. Tomorrow up to 86 degrees for you guys in Kingsport. I'm going to find out where that's at. Murfreesboro, you guys are 93 degrees currently right now. Today, a high of 93 predicted. with a 73 nighttime drop, 77 in the morning, and 95 again tomorrow. Mokina, Illinois, you are under a flash flood watch right now in Mokina, Illinois. Flash flood watch. And it's 84 degrees right now there. Got some really interesting weather in Illinois. And they said in the Midwest right now, looking at some severe weather, but I'm looking at our studios right here at GJRB here in Spreaker land, and we got beautiful sunshine and blue skies, so I don't know. Look at Davis, California right now. You guys are at 93 degrees, but predicted high for tomorrow. Ooh, really? Wow. Currently. But the temperature was expected to go up. They're predicted high 100 degrees. They're hitting the century mark in Davis, California. Nighttime low dropping to 90, 59 degrees for a nighttime low, 66 degrees in the morning for you guys. 66 degrees in the morning. And it's off the screen here, so I can't see your predicted high. I'm hoping maybe I kind of go through that. Oh, yeah, tomorrow, 99 degrees. 86 in the evening, but your peak temperature is going to be 99. Oh boy. And that is a look at weather on the fives here on GJRB. That's going to do it. It's going to wrap it up for our Twin Spin Tuesday today. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you had a great time. We had some great stuff here on our Twin Spin Tuesday, and we'll have another one here in another couple of weeks. We'll do another show and feature more emerging artists here on GJRB. Back tomorrow for the Gary Russell program, 2 o'clock Central. We got a great show lined up, and we're going to open up the lines in the afternoon about 2 o'clock. We're going to open up our my cell open. We're going to have Skype open. We're going to have all that open wide, the chat rooms and everything, so you can, put your 2 cents worth in, okay? We'll talk about a lot of things. We got some interesting things to talk about on that show. A lot of interesting things going on. So I hope you'll tune in for that broadcast. The Gary Rustin program tomorrow, 2 o'clock Central, right here on GJRB online on Spreaker. And I hope you'll tune in for that program. And a lot of stuff, weather on the fives, and a lot of interesting news tomorrow, so you're going to want to listen to the show. Gary Rustin program, 2 o'clock Central. Until then, have yourself the best night ever. Leave you with a group called the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. This is California. Have a great night, everyone. is going to be hot on GJRB with new shows and returning favorites and more on longer broadcast days. Featuring new shows with rock and roll oldies for the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Introducing the Crooners, featuring great singers like the Rat Pack, Perry Como, Andy Williamson, Frank Sinatra. GJRB has a new music format based on the old up-and-coming show, playing consistently on GJRB. Gary J in the afternoon, Bluegrass Jubilee, Gary J's Blues House, all back. It's a freestyle summer. Now, going on GJRB.
After 1 year, the wait is over. Now, join Pastor Ron Johnston and a panel of men and women to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy. In this world of chaos and upheaval, this is the program that puts it all into perspective. How will we survive? God only knows. So trust Him and listen to the last 7 days.
Uploaded as a podcast or live every third Friday at 12 o'clock noon Central on GJRB.
Imagine one day tuning around on your internet radio only to find a station playing old radio programs complete with commercials and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, or it's just GJRB Online and Radio Land. A day of nothing but classic radio shows back to back with classic commercials in between. Like the days of radio. Almost like your computer is picking up signals through time. Closer than you'll ever get to time travel. Radio Land.
This is GJR Broadcasting.